Welcome to Professional Certification in Sustainable Resource Management. My name is Bob Hollis, and I'm with the Mobius Network. I built this site, and I'm here with a brief overview of how to use it. So, generally speaking, when you first come to this site, if you're registered for a course, you want to log in. Most of the features are not available until someone is logged in. So if, for example, we look at the Student Resource Center before I log in, you'll see that it's pretty much empty, other than just a few links that you can click on, and an opportunity to log in again. So if I go back to the home page, just to give us a starter, and log in with my username and password, that's going to change the content that I have access to. If you've not yet registered, so that you can't log in, you can click here to register on the site, and then once you've registered, you should get an email confirmation that you can check on a link to verify that you're not a robot. And once you do, then you'll have access to the site and be able to log in. So I have my information in here, and once I log in, you'll see that I have access to quite a range of other features. One of the first things you'll notice is that everything gets personalized. So I've got a profile that pops up here. Since I'm an admin, I'm going to see some things that don't show for most people, and we currently have this set to moderate for approval, but that's going to be changing here pretty much immediately. There's an introductory paragraph just to give visitors to the site a feel for what we're all about. And then over here on the right, a place to register for upcoming workshops, along with a shopping cart. And of course, feel free to share us with your social networks and spread the word about the courses we're doing here. We've got a few videos that you're welcome to watch to learn a little bit more about things we've done in the past and where we're going from here. And most importantly, you've got an opportunity to register for courses and workshops and additional access to the Student Resource Center. I can also view my profile from here on the front page or edit my profile, but we're going to be looking at that in more detail in the Student Resource Center, so I'll pass on this for now. If I want to register for a workshop or a course, I can click Register for Courses and Workshops, and there'll be a brief explanation here of what these are and how you use them. So, for example, you can register for a workshop, or you can register for a course. And there's information here as well, just letting people know that we have discount codes available that can be used by students who are qualified individuals. So if I want to register for a workshop, I can click a link here. And you see the different options that are available, as well as a shopping cart. If I were to try to register for one of these courses without logging in, it would give me a blank page and tell me that I need to register or log in first. Once I've done that and registered on the site and logged in on the site, then I can click any button here to register for a workshop. And that workshop, as I were to complete the process, would show in my shopping cart. If I'd like to register for an online course, I can again go back to register for courses and workshops, subscribe to online course access, and you'll see some prices in here. They don't apply to many of the people that will be accessing this area. So if you've already registered for a workshop, you should receive in your confirmation message a coupon code that will allow you to add a course to the cart, and then when you proceed to checkout, and this is whether you're a grant student or a workshop participant, you'll be able to add a coupon code, and once you add that coupon code, this total will update to 0, and you can choose next and then check out. If you were registering for a paid course and did not have a coupon code, then you just click next and follow the PayPal checkout procedure to pay for your course. Once you've paid for a workshop, you're registered for the workshop, but you don't have course content access. So after you've paid for the workshop and you've got your discount code, you're registered for the workshop. Then at that point, you would want to register for the course online following the same procedure. And using your discount code, then you would not need to pay any additional fees other than the original workshop fees. And that will give you access to all content online. So now, once you've registered and you're enrolled in courses, you can click the Student Resource Center to gain access to all of the features for students in the site. And some of them are relatively new and not fully configured, only because they aren't being used yet. So, for example, there's a whole list of student resources over here that include a community blog, forums, and projects for project management. Feel free to explore any of these tools. They're accessible to students, and you can take the initiative to start a forum topic, start a blog topic, whatever you would like to do. We'll also have a document library where documents for students may be uploaded from time to time. Most of your information is integrated into the central portion of the site, which is based on a system called Community Builder. And from here, you can see your contact information. You can see the courses that you're registered for. You can look at your course order records, anything that you've paid for or placed in an order for. You can sign up for course newsletters, and there's one for each course. I recommend you sign up for the newsletter for each course you're subscribed to or enrolled in. It will show you any registered events, so if you've registered for a workshop, that will show. If you're working on projects, those will show, and then, of course, your blog profile, if you're doing anything in the blog, and your forum profile and subscriptions. And if you'd like to see any of these on an individual page, you can check them out over here. Just as an example, project management. If you click on these options, it will give you a full page view. So if you'd like to start a new project, you can click Projects, New Project, and follow along and create tasks. And you can use this for yourself. You can add other people to it and use it for class projects, or just use it for your own self-management and allow only yourself to see it. All those settings are configurable as you create a project. The most important information is your courses. And so you'll see that any courses you're subscribed or enrolled to will appear in this top right module. If I were to click on that module, let's say, for example, Introduction to Construction Debris Management Practices, it will then give me access to all the course content. So once that comes up, this will look like a slightly different layout than you've seen before. It's all integrated into a site and has the exact same content, just in a more easily manageable format. Again, it will show any courses that you're enrolled in. Here we also have an academic calendar that will show events that are set up through the back end. If I had grades in a course, I'm in as an admin, but I'm not participating as a student, so I'm not showing grades or attendance, but if I were, they would appear here. As I earn certificates, they would appear here, and I can subscribe to course newsletters. And here is where classmates show up. So remember to upload your avatar, and I'll be showing you how to do that momentarily. And once you do, then your photo would show up along with your name for anybody who's scheduled or enrolled in a course. And then you've got just a course navigation bar here, but most of it is already covered. We've also got our Student Resources tab, as I mentioned, and again, feel free to go through anything in there. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact me. And that email address is bob@themobiusnetwork.com. So that covers the basics. The main things that you need to know are to make sure that you log in, register on the site, log in, and then either register for a workshop or subscribe to get online course access, which will take you to the purchasing system. But if you've been in touch with Nick or Judy, then you've got a discount code that you can use for that purpose. And if you need to contact any of us, Judy can help with general information about the program. Nicholas can help with any registration-related questions, or if you need to get a discount code. And if you have any technical questions, again, contact Bob at themobiusnetwork.com. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can edit your profile from right here, or you can edit it from inside Community Builder. I can either edit and update my profile, which is primarily my contact information, or update my image, which is my avatar. The avatar feeds through into every other system that uses the avatar. So you'll notice when I went to project management, if there's anything assigned to me, any project, it will show that that's assigned to me. If I go into the forums, it will also feed this avatar into the forum. So once you upload the avatar one time in Community Builder, it will propagate and be used by any of the other programs that require or ask for an avatar. Everything is integrated. So if I wanted to update my profile itself by contact information, I can just click Edit, Update Profile, and I can update whatever information I want to include. So I can change my image if I like to, change my avatar, or leave it as is. So you can see the different options, upload a new profile, select from gallery, or remove. I can, for each one of these pieces of information, you can control your privacy setting. So where it says visible on profile, or only for direct connections, or invisible on profile, or connections of connections. So this is similar to a Facebook system, except that you completely control all privacy. And so you're able to show whether or not it's visible. And of course, we don't sell your information to anybody. And you can do that again with any of the additional information, any of the tabs that might show up, including all of your contact information. So if, for example, I want to show my email address, I can choose to make it visible on profile, or only for connections, or invisible on profile. And I have no problem with showing mine, so there it is. And you'll see that with each of these, you have an option to make visible or not. So you have full control over all of your privacy settings. So that's how I would update my contact information. And then again, there's the newsletters. I can choose whether or not to show what I'm subscribed to or not. And so in this case, I'll say invisible on profile. And then there's a public professional profile that is an opportunity to create a bio that would be available for employers. And then you can choose whether or not to show your blog profile and what you want to do with your forum settings. So all of it's in your control. You can view your profile also to see what it would look like to a guest coming in based on your preferred settings. And you can see what we've got there. Connections are, again, similar to a Facebook type of thing, where you can connect to other users of the system. But I haven't seen much usage of that yet. If you do click on a course, I mentioned that some of the features aren't completely enabled. This is the site is set up, but if a course doesn't have a forum and you try to click on a forum, it will probably just bounce you to an article as a redirected URL. So for example, this happens to be an article we did for a session on online identity management. But if you see that, the reason for it is that means a forum has not been set up for that course yet. But the main part of each of the courses does have content for any of the courses that are available for registration at this time. So again, Bob at themobiusnetwork.com. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything I can help you with. Thank you.